Hey, welcome back to another edition of 5 Questions Friday. Today we're on episode 6. In this episode, we're answering 5 questions from a person looking to purchase a home from a for sale by owner. Technically, you don't need an agent. You very well could, do everything that you need on your own. But with that being said, if you're not willing to communicate with the seller, and you want somebody to work on your behalf that's going to contact the seller to get things done, negotiate on your behalf to get the best purchase price possible. That's basically going to have your best interests at heart. Then you probably want to go with the agent. Yes, it's easy to write up a purchase sale agreement if you know what you're doing. But those agreements have, technical jargon in it that basically used to protect buyers. If you're not familiar with those types of terms or whatnot, then I would recommend, hiring a professional. In the event that you don't understand something that's in the contract, you can always call a real estate lawyer to have your contracts drawn up. They usually do things like that, but they'll, basically they'll charge you a fee. They also make sure that, you're writing everything to make sure, everything's legal, valid, and you're not going to get yourself in any type of legal trouble. At all costs, if you're not confident with anything that goes along with the process of purchasing a home or writing a contract on your own, it's best to reach out to hired help, real estate agent. In the event that you do decide to go ahead with purchasing a home on your own without an agent, there's a few things that you might need to look out for, a few things that you might want to do. One is offer less than the listing price or the asking price. Reason being is because if you go in with a potentially high offer, you kind of cut yourself short of being able to negotiate, the price of the home. 2, you might want to write in whatever contingencies that you may be asking for. Contingencies meaning basically a way out. Loan not being approved, not being able to get the funding or whatnot. Bad inspections, the appraisal situation. All these things can basically be contingent upon your satisfaction. If you don't like anything that comes back with an inspection, you can cut your losses with that and move on to another property. That's it, plain and simple. The third thing would be determining who pays for what. Whether it be the transfer taxes, escrow fees, everything needs to be ironed out as to who is taking care of what part of the transaction. And as always, everything is negotiable. Nothing is basically set in stone. 2 parties can come together and have a meeting of the minds and agree on the best situation to get the transaction done. The big thing, which is number 4 in this one, when will the buyer take possession? Sellers sometimes have to, stay in the property a little bit longer after closing, but that's a situation that needs to be negotiated in the beginning between the buyer and the seller. And if it's written in the contract as to how long, you're willing to allow them to stay, that can basically turn into a rental situation should you allow that to happen. This is a very, very, very important step in all property buying situations. Whether you're buying a property for sale by owner or whether you're going through another seller's agent, you always want to get a home inspection. Always want to get a home inspection. Home inspections tell you what basically is wrong with the property. In this situation, being a for sale by owner, they may not necessarily tell you everything that would be considered a defect with the property. They're basically trying to get as much money possible as they can. And should they tell you something about a leaky roof in the back room that has boxes stacked sky high, and you can't see it, or a hole that's hidden under a piece of furniture or something of that nature, once you purchase the property, that's your problem. So a home inspection will give you the awareness of all the intricacies that could be wrong with that property. And you definitely want to get that done. Once the home inspection comes back, there are 3 ways you can handle it. 1, you can request that the discrepancies that were found get fixed. Do they have to fix those discrepancies? No, they don't have to. They can basically say, no, that's not something that we're willing to do. The home is being sold as is. As is doesn't always mean as is. But in the event that that's what they have in writing already, or that's what they put in the advertisements, they don't have to get that, they don't have to fix what's found. 2, they can decide to just credit you, the price of, the repairs. Some sellers, if they have to move quickly and don't want to deal with the headache of trying to get quotes and, things of that nature, or calling different people that may need to be called to fix the problem. Some of them just say, you know what, we're not going to repair it, but we're willing to, credit you to get the repairs fixed. 3, they could very well say, we don't want to get it fixed, we don't have the time to do it, paying you the money to get the repairs fixed, which is the credit to you. We're not comfortable with doing that because you might not get the work done and just decide to pocket the money. We'll just go ahead and deduct the cost of the repairs off the price of the house, and we'll just wash our hands with it. And if that is how the sale goes, then that's a pretty decent deal. Some buyers think that getting the title policy is not worth, not worth the money. But it is. You don't want to deal with the problem of, trying to see who has rights to an easement, or say something's wrong with the title. That costs a lot of money. The dollars add up with that, and the pennies that it would cost to just go ahead and get some title insurance. It'll save you a lot of headache and a lot of money. So go ahead and get the title policy. It's in your best interest. That should do it for this edition of 5 Questions Friday. If you haven't had a chance to do so yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also hit that bell so you can get the notifications when the next video comes out. Wouldn't want you to miss it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. All my information is in the description section down below. As always, I'm trying to build my brand one relationship at a time. Why can't the next one be with you?